Reward and freedom. Freedom comes from God's generous heart and is found in the acceptance of truth. This is what Jesus meant when he said in the Gospel of St. John, chapter 8, verse 32, "The truth will make you free." In the Just Soul Vision of 1615, Mary Ward places before us her three defining virtues of freedom, justice, and sincerity. For Mary Ward, interior freedom was a way of discerning God's will in dialogue with Him, enabling her to find God in all things. Her concept of freedom has a threefold dimension: freedom from, freedom for, and freedom to. Freedom from attachments to earthly values and things, freedom for any kind of good works, and freedom to refer all to God. The first step to freedom, according to Mary Ward, is the conquest of one's own will and inordinate attachments. When we are freed from all that hinder God's plan in our lives, we will be able to surrender ourselves to God and be holy gods in readiness for all good works. Describing the qualities of the just soul, Mary Ward gives us the picture of a person freed for greater service, a person with the freedom to make a choice of what leads to the better service of God, and with the freedom to refer all to God. To refer all to God is a way of dealing with the reality by seeking to have right relationship with God, self, others, and the universe. A person of interior freedom totally depends on God and makes Him the center of her life. Such a person stands firm in God's will and chooses to take risks in doing the right thing at the given time. In her God-filled and service-oriented life, Mary Ward reveals to us how, with true freedom of heart, she held her head high through trials, oppositions, imprisonment, and failures, believing that the one who has begun this good work in her would certainly bring it to completion. Hence, she was fearless, deeply human, calm, and serene in all circumstances. In a world of conflicting values, Mary Ward challenges us today to be free, transparent, and truthful, to live our vocation in its fullness. Believing in the essential goodness of every person created in the image and likeness of God, we must seek to discern what is true, good, noble, and life-giving in a fast-changing world with the same fidelity that animated and moved Mary Ward. There is no greater freedom than that of allowing oneself to be guided by the Holy Spirit, says our Holy Father, Pope Francis. It is interior freedom that helps a person to discern the movements of the Holy Spirit, to seek and find new steps, to respond creatively to the needs of the world today. Guided by discerning love in our thoughts, words, and actions, let us join hands together to build God's family of love, justice, peace, and reconciliation wherever we are placed. Walking in the footsteps of our great foundress Mary Ward, let us live a life of freedom, justice, and sincerity for the greater honor and glory of God.